Just like I thought. Just like I thought. Okay. Uh, yes, we have conversations. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in the room. Hey, Grandma Forever, Mary, Pink Mystic, Deborah. Oh my, Joy, and everyone else who I can't scroll. I'm going to invest in a newer laptop. Angel, Mary, is Michi in here? Where Michi? Hey. Now, I was just thinking about the similarities in these mysterious cases. You know what I'm saying? Missing children, missing adults. Okay. Yeah. I see there's a MO going on here. Okay. And there's a lot of similarities. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you can think of a case that matches, if not all, most of these similarities. It's not a whole list. Okay. Not yet. But even in what is it? Summer Wells, Madeline McCain. What are these missing children? Mm-hmm. And what's those two in Nova Scotia, Canada? Um, the two little kids. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'm seeing similarities. Okay, so I'm gonna go across the similarities, and you may can come up with even more. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? And see, I'm gonna light my smudge my sage. And have you noticed the similarities? Okay. I need some more smoke. I want this smoke. You want this smoke? Say, mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all want this smoke. Yes. Oh yeah. There we go. Y'all want this smoke. Okay, so and we're gonna start. And by the way, yes, this is Nolan Wells because I have some stuff that I want to draw cards on. Okay, now what I'm noticing is an interesting scenario playing out, and I am comparing Nolan Wells' disappearance to Nancy Guthrie's. Okay, there's others that I can point out too, but I can't think of them right offhand. Okay. I've noticed that they are drawing out, they draw out the scenario, they draw out the case for nothing. Okay. They're drawing out the points and they're elaborating every little bit that comes out, they jump on it, okay? And the media and drags it out till they can come up with something else. Um, I noticed the large rewards. Now Nolan Wells, he's up to 100 or maybe over 100,000. Okay, but nobody's coming forward. That's a lot of money. For Main Street, it is in one whop. It's not a lot of money for a lifetime, but one whop. Oh man, I can buy me a house, a car, okay, a new clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then I'm noticing obvious signs that they mention this, okay, and then they try to explain away Like we're supposed to be satisfied with just that. And these are similarities I'm noticing, even in Nancy Guthrie's case. Remember how that first came out? And everybody's looking at the family, but they playing it out as a ransom. But we looking at the family. They don't want to look that way at the obvious, okay? But these friends of Nolan's going back and forth, the obvious lies. It's obvious. It's more than obvious. They're lying, okay? Then the parents, the case ain't barely even started, and they didn't load it up. Everything's alleged. There's no facts. These are just my opinions that they know they lying too. That's why Nolan's mother's jumped up and had to call the police and report her son missing because the little boy didn't call her up before everybody inquiring about Nolan. You know, your typical case when you know Nolan didn't make it home because you killed him. Allegedly. Okay. Just go along with it. So now you calling. Tell him I didn't Nolan come home. You know Nolan didn't come home. You left him. So to speak. Well, we left him on the island so you could hurry up and get your little alibi out the way. That's what that was. Right. Okay. But we got to stop tolerating the corruption. That's the problem. Okay. We have to stop it. And then, okay, the obstacles. Now, we have obstacles in Nancy Guthrie's case with the contaminated crime scene, okay, sending the evidence to one place, sending it back to another, and this and that, and oh yeah, like we gonna get down to the truth, and they're part of the cover-up, okay? Nolan. They didn't put all these pictures out because they said he wasn't on the boat. And they trying to put all these pictures out to dispel whatever scenario is coming out at the time. And they still can't prove nothing. It's still obvious that they're lying. Okay? And we're getting Nancy's in Mexico, Nancy's here, Nancy's there, okay? But ain't nobody looking for Nancy. Catch that tea. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody really looking for Nancy. We got Nolan. Nolan shows up on the beach. Did he wash up there? Maybe he didn't wash up in the from the water. Maybe that's why they holding everything hostage. They're all part of the scenario here, okay, to cover it up. And depending on how far they have to go to cover it up, depends on who they're going to call. Okay, it's your turn. Okay, everybody's part of the cult. And you may be called on at any moment. We got false witnesses. We may need you to be a witness. We may need you to testify under oath. Y'all better recognize. Give you a little something and then take it back. Give you a little something, then take it back. And this is the police. Large rewards, ain't nobody even claimed it. Arresting people that's threatening the judge, but they sure didn't find out who was threatening the mama. They found he was being threatened. And they, okay, what was up with that? And they making arrests. Oh, yeah. I don't even know why you're wasting your time calling and threatening them anyway. Threatening them what? Why are you going to let them know and give them the heads up? Okay? You giving them the head. And this may be part of the scenario too. Depends on how long your money is, how long your money can reach. And then did you see the guy? Did you see the people that they arrested for the um we got a Cincinnati woman, of course she's black, and a California man. Now didn't they arrest somebody else in California? That Derek Kalelis. They in California. What is you in California, okay, calling all the way to Mississippi making a threat? Sacramento. Okay. Now I noticed another thing too is the names. Pay attention to the names. Okay. They're not going by the logical names. Now, Judge Ashley Cole. She don't go by Hudson. She goes by Cole. Just like Savannah goes by Guthrie. She don't go by whatever her last name is, her married name. And Annie too. Mm-hmm. So these people are running in a circle that if you're in their circle, you will know what they go by. Other than that, you're going to get what's on the internet, mm-hmm, which has been erased. Okay. So we get into, so those are similarities. That's what's going on before our eyes. This is what's going on. These are some similarities. Okay. Jack and Lily Sullivan in Nova Scotia, Canada. Ain't found them. Ain't found these kids. These kids just have not been found. Nancy not been found. Okay. Maybe they messed up when they put Nolan on the beach. I don't know. His neck is missing. How convenient to send for a second autopsy and you got missing parts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See all this stuff? Okay, it's obvious. It's obvious, but they're still lying and people are still falling for it. We got to stop that. That's why we have what's going on today in these cults that are hiding in plain sight. Okay? You even have family members that are in a cult and you don't even know it. Okay? So, when somebody invites you to a private party, don't do it. You just might be the sacrifice. Okay? You just may be the entree or the main tray or whatever they want to call it. No, thank you. I'm full. Okay? Mm-hmm. Uh, People start talking about a private club, private this and private that. Catch that tea, catch that tea. Say, they're using other words. They don't use cult. They don't use any religious things, names. They're just using regular schmegular words. Yeah, it's true. Tarot cards, they say, are of the cult. They even said the cards, because remember the playing cards. And I used to wonder why they say playing cards. We just playing the game. Okay. And I was looking this up about these tarot cards. And it says it's not that the tarot cards are evil, witchcraft. It's just that witchcraft uses tarot. Tarot doesn't use witchcraft. Witchcraft uses tarot. That's what I was telling you about how these people have gifts of intuition, seeing the future, but they're using it for evil. Tapping into, what do they go? Remote viewing. Okay. You can remote view, you can channel, you got to tune into your intuition, and depending on how sensitive your intuitive insight is will depend on how much information or easy it is for you to tune in. Okay, that's why they say everybody can do it, right? But you got people out here who specialize in that, who have a specialty, they have a gift. But just like anybody else that has a gift, they use it for bad. Just like the accountant who's really smart. And he didn't hooked up with the mafia, they didn't got him caught up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just like these talented artists, musicians, and actors and stuff, they didn't got them caught up. Got them hooked on drugs, got them compromising themselves that they wouldn't normally do. Everybody, they didn't tainted everything. It's tainted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now we got to fight fire with fire. Catch that tea. Okay. So when you talk about the tarot cards, got to fight fire with fire. We use them for good, and we depend on the Holy Spirit to guide you. Well, that's what you're supposed to depend on anyway. You see what I'm saying? But this is right here is anybody could do it. That's the thing. Anybody could do it. Everybody has an intuition up until some point. God's gift. Everybody has a gift from God. They tell you that. But a lot of people don't use the gift for goodness. And if they're good at it, the bad people want to compromise and taint the good people. Okay? And uses whatever avenue or excuses to do so. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the God the Father, and the Holy Ghost all day, every day. Even the devil know there's a God, like they tell you. But what is he doing? And the people out here doing the stuff that they doing. But now that we've gotten to this generation, I look back on it and I'm like, the generation that I came up in and dibbling dabbling has actually raised children and grandchildren and great grandchildren, okay, into a cult mentality. And they work in all departments, all levels, all phases. And they start implementing rules like, this is going to be better for you, this is good for you, and stuff like that. And it's not. It's manipulation. But out of the goodness of your heart and your Christian upbringing, you want to do the right thing, so you follow along. And it's not until years later you realize your mistake. But it's too late. You ain't been sitting up there just like, I'm going to give you a good example that a lot of people ain't going to agree with. Okay? And that is disciplining the children. They have gotten to people that you don't spank your child. Better not touch him. The child can touch you, but you can't touch the child. And now look at these children. No guidance, suicidal, depressed. Mm-hmm. Well, they got the crack coming in. Remember the crack? Now it's the fentanyl, but the drugs. To break up the family unit. Break it down, break it up. Okay, because you're weaker individually. You're stronger together, but individually. But they stay together. They want to divide you, but they stay together. See the reverse psychology going on here? I ain't want to talk and you didn't hear it from me. So let's check out this deleted phone. Okay. First of all, let's get into the energy of Nolan Wells. Let's get into the energy. Current energy. Nolan Wells. Mm-hmm. Gotta stay woke. That's why they call this is woke. Okay. People have woken up, and just like they got people in all walks of life, the woke are in all parts of life. That's why y'all getting this smoke. Okay, say same thing you doing, they doing. Y'all like to kill people and sacrifice them. We like to hold you accountable. And dig up your background and your family and your family members and looking for your criminal history. Yeah, see? Where did they get that information from? Oh my God, yeah, we're everywhere too. Mm-hmm. So when the YouTubers and the people on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and everything, okay, start printing out your stuff, I don't say nothing. I just look. Oh wow! Oh my! Mm-hmm. I just grabbed my pearls. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just grabbed my pearls. Say. Gotta fight fire with fire. They digging up your ish, dig up theirs. Mm-hmm. Dig up their work history. How many times was they absent from work? How many times they called out? Okay, yeah, we'll go there. We'll go there. And who's coming up with all the information? The internet sleuths. We're looking at the energy of Nolan Wells, current energy. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Nolan Wells is, especially during the first autopsy, we don't know what they found on the boy and didn't report it. See, this is the problem, okay, is these people who have been infiltrated into this cult mentality, okay? So we had the coroner, the pathologist, they all in on it. So you got the little map, they give you the little map and you circle and you point out, parts of the body or whatever, okay? Just like the gunshot wounds, you show what parts of the body that he was shot in, okay? If you don't put it down, it doesn't get recorded. Did I cut the cards? No, I didn't. I shuffled them. I didn't cut them. Mm-hmm. The world in reverse. This keeps coming up. It's not over. It's not complete. Mm-hmm. The thing about I don't know how we're gonna know if they give the organs back or not. The thing about the organs are only good for them to do tests on. They're not gonna give the organs to anybody. They're no good. He's been laying up on wherever he's been for 2 days. No, when you got to do an organ, you got to get it right then and there. See what I'm saying? So if that was the case, he would have washed up, so to speak, with no organs, missing organs. And some people have, okay? Mm-hmm. Just ain't been woke. Yeah. So, and then when people get on it, sometimes they're like, oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Mm-hmm. This is what they talking about, that little girl, allegedly Kanika Jenkins, that was in the freezer. Yeah, they said her kidneys was missing. I believe it was her kidneys. Yeah. And she's got a famous uncle. I forgot his name, but if you've seen his picture, you would recognize him. He was very popular back in the days. Had owned a motel, which apparently had some kind of room, surgical. They could do surgery. And all of a sudden, this famous girl comes up with a kidney transplant. His niece, as a matter of fact, she's popular. She's real popular. Well, she used to be. Right. You got to move it. You got to remove it and pack it up right then and there and transport it and put it into the person you're going to put it into and wait and hopefully it'll catch on. Yeah. You can't just leave nobody out for a couple or even 24 hours and think you're going to take their kidney or their liver. Yeah. Hmm. Now, in the case of Nancy Guthrie, I'm pretty sure you're not going to want her livers. Okay. Hold on. No, I didn't. That's what a lot of these people are missing, never to be found. You got these people with all this money and they have a sick child or relative. And the thing about the organs, I think kidneys is at the top of the list for transplants. Okay. And a lot of people need a kidney transplant for whatever reason. But there's not enough kidneys to go around, so to speak. And you can't just get on the list and, well, you're not supposed to pay your way to the top, so to speak. But you also have to have a compatible match. And maybe a compatible match is not on your list. So now we got people working in the medical field who can help find you a match. Okay. So we got Nolan Wells. The current energy is it's not over. Mm-hmm. Six of Wands. We have success and completion. That's interesting. Recognition. There we go. We're going to go use recognition. There's recognition that's going on. People are recognizing. They're paying attention. And the Four of Pentacles. The letting go of people, places, and things. Okay. How they are throwing this ball, so to speak, back and forth to this person, that person, this person, that person. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And the Page of Cups. Little young boys, young girls, bringing forth a message or some information, some action. There go the bully stick. the moon. See? So it seems like this is something that they're hiding. Mm-hmm. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's some missed opportunities. There's greed. Okay? That's why they're hiding it, is the greed. And the Fool in reverse. And Justice. It's coming to me and it's bugging my brain, is this Fool card turned upside down. And I'm wondering, is there something about the head? The head, the head. Interesting. And the Wheel of Fortune, okay. In reverse, representing bad luck. And the Hangman. It might be just that, the Hanged Man. Ooh. And the Arguing. The Five of Swords. This represents a loss. Okay. And in reverse, you're trying to avoid that loss. You're trying to avoid whatever conflict is going on. There's avoidance. And the Eight of Swords that's got you stuck. And the greed, it's got you stuck. And the Two of Swords, okay, not seeing eye to eye at a crossroads. You can't see which way to go because you're stuck with the Eight of Swords. The lady's blindfolded. Yep, she's blindfolded. And the Queen of Wands. Oh, going over justice. Oh, and the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh. Somebody getting paid. Somebody getting paid. The Star. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Uh-huh. Family conflict, money, all that. Okay? And the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. I believe that's deceit and jealousy. Yes, it is. And disappointment. Mm-hmm. And the Two of Pentacles is going to go over the Two of Swords. So we have decisions, okay, about which way to go, what direction to go in. And we also trying to get our money right. And the High Priestess. This Queen of Wands. Okay. hmm Somebody broke. Somebody got a money situation they hiding. It keeps coming up. It keeps coming up. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Blocking the truth. Hiding the truth. And the Hermit in reverse. There's fear. Okay. Wanting to be left alone. They scared. Don't want to be bothered. Oh yeah. The Hierophant. Okay. That Judge. It's something about that Judge. And the Page of Wands. Something about that Judge. She's scared. She sure is quiet, ain't she? Mm-hmm. I don't know. She's been quiet lately. Only person that's been making some noise is Bart. And then you got all these people. You got all these people starting rumors and adding confusion. They part of the scenario. It's part of the scenario. Okay. But it's easy to tune them out. In this case, in particular, it's easy to tune them out because these people involved have just lied. Okay? Now, pages are considered to be messengers. Okay, it says the Page of Wands, which is under in the page. Oh, I'm looking at. Okay. I'm glad I recognized that. It was the Page of Cups. I'm need the Page of Wands. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, emotions. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this is someone young. And this may present a child or a younger person. Okay. So this talks about good news coming. Well, I don't know about good news, but there's news coming. A message. We covered that. No, they know they're arresting everybody for the judge, but they're not arresting anybody for threatening his parents. Okay. You see there's a pattern going, and we already recognized it. Two people have been arrested, and we already recognize we woke. We're woke. Say, we're woke. We're awake. Mm-hmm. My. I know. Okay, Rita. Hey, Georgette. The judge husband has a GoFundMe. Somebody need to call that out and report it. Somebody, the GoFundMe, because what they'll do is they'll take down that account and refund everybody their money. They won't get it. If they find out, yeah. The only person that should be doing a GoFundMe for that boy is his parents. That's it. And I'm not talking about his auntie, his sister, or his brother. I'm talking about his parents. If there's a GoFundMe, it should be for his parents, not for this judge husband. Let me look that up. We got to put that on blast. His mama. Ooh. This was July 6th. She has a GoFundMe. The goal is 850,000. Okay, and they've already raised 799. This is July 6th. 799,620. He has a brother or sister. Okay, now we got to wait. We got to update July 22nd. Oh, they passed 750. They changed the goal. Okay, so I don't know if they reached that or if they passed it. The way they talking, because they're saying it passed 750,000. Okay. Oh, okay. Because I just told you it was at 799,000. So they upped the goal to 850,000. Oh, the goal was 40,000. It was 40,000, y'all. Oh, they passed that. All right. Oh, you know them folks is mad. Oh, they fired up. No wonder. Oh my God. So they put it to 750,000 and it passed that 799. So now they got it at 850,000. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So we did that on the Nolan Wells. The the main characters keep coming in over and over and over again. You notice that? Okay, let's look at the phone. What's the energy on that phone? No, no, his mother, his mother. I forgot his mother's name. What's his mother's name? Christine? Yeah, Christine. His mom. Now, I don't know what they got over there, but his mom did a GoFundMe for 40,000 to help with funeral, and they didn't raise I guess they raised money and they set a $750,000 goal. They changed it, but it has passed that. So now they up the bar. Well, as far as Avery on the GoFundMe, GoFundMe is going to get a percentage of that money. Okay. However, you got to look at it too that this was an inspiring athlete. He was bound to make millions, billions of dollars, and he was cut short from doing so. So this money will also help to pay for any legal fees that the family may have and all this other stuff that they need to fight for the death of their son. It probably is for the attorney. Um, so what they, the thing about it is what we don't realize. Okay, we haven't gone through it. Is the cost inquired in trying to fight for your rights or funeral or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And there's all kind of costs. Everything costs. Everything costs. So whatever they do, they got to pay for it. Well, yeah, the GoFundMe is a gift. Oh yeah, they're gonna throw money at that. Yeah, they're gonna throw money, and that's what they did. They throwing money. And the thing about it is why they question it. Because if it was somebody else, all the money that they get for GoFundMe. No, I haven't seen the videos of him running. But my thing is, okay, and that money would have went to the family anyway. See what I'm saying? And they got cut short. Just like what's his name? Bart Edmiston. Okay, his potential to make millions, billions of dollars, and the family's in on that. Oh, okay, he gonna make sure his family's taken care of. Well, what did you think Nolan was gonna do? That's the same thing. What if it was Bart? His life cut short like that. All the millions that his would have went to his family, and it's gone. All the opportunities and all that. So you got to think of it. You got to think on both sides of the field here. Okay, not just one. One, you being biased. But you got to think on both sides here, okay? The potential. Look at their potential. Bart has a potential. He's already getting sponsors, okay? He already has sponsors, and he's trying to keep them, okay? Yes, because something like this and being accused, he could lose that. So you got to take that into consideration. So really, personally, I really don't care. I hope they make millions off the GoFundMe. You know, the GoFundMe people is happy. Now, the GoFundMe people is a profit organization, but they do help. They do make it happen for people. And of course, they got to run their show. They got to pay and technology and keep everything updated and electric. They got to pay. It costs. This ain't free. So you got to think of it like that. And that 800,000, 850,000, that ain't nothing compared to the potential that boy had. That ain't nothing. See what I'm saying? That's right, Sky Blue. And this is unexpected. This is totally unexpected. So people are going to throw money at it to help the people because they know they're going to need more than the funeral costs. Okay. I don't know if you got the memo, but they're going to need more than funeral money. Can you give us the energy on the deleted information on Nolan Wells' phone? What's that about? The deleted information on Nolan Wells' phone. Now, I don't know what was deleted, what all was deleted, but whatever was deleted on Nolan Wells' phone, what's the energy behind that? What's going on with that? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Nolan Wells' phone. Yes. Deleted messages, deleted this and that. Was it just the 4th of July that was deleted? Oh my. The 6 of Pentacles. It was taken. Okay? That the information was taken off his phone. It was taken. These cards be talking. Let me get me another drink. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is a generosity card. It's the give and take. You can also look at it as an exchange. But when it's in reverse, it only goes one way. There is no exchange. It was taken. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Quickly. Justice. Ooh, is that who took? Wait a minute. Did the justice take the information? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh man. The magician. Shut up. Come on, y'all. Tell me you can't. It don't take a rocket science to dissect what I have here. Now, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse is impatience. Okay, you're in a rush. You don't want to wait. Justice, the judge, a decision. Okay, this may be the energy of the judge, and the Hierophant emphasizes the government. The judicial system, there's an emphasis. They don't want you to get it misconstrued here. And the tricks, the magician, she had all the tricks, the tools. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so she was worried. There's the world in reverse. It's not over. So the phone situation. Oh, the phone. Okay, y'all, get ready. And the Seven of Swords. Oh, look. She took the information off the phone, okay? And it's not over. She's going to get caught. They're going to call her on it. She's going to get called on it. Okay? So that's what the cards is telling you, allegedly. There's no facts here. This is my interpretation. Everything's alleged. However, the cards are saying, in my interpretation, that she took the information off that phone. Okay, she was worried, she was scared, and it's not over. So we're gonna hear about the missing information on the phone. Yeah, I think they are, because they have a did they subpoena? What do they have? What do they have out for that? They sent to those companies. Uh huh. Uh huh. See, the thing about it is, it's funny because when they called the mom, they opened the can of worms, and when they said what they said to the mom, it didn't mix. It didn't mix. It didn't make sense. And you got his phone. Then they had to go over and get the phone. Okay. They said banging on your doors or whatever they had to do to get the phone. Okay. Court order. Okay. So there was a court order to retrieve those accounts. When they retrieve the accounts, okay, hopefully they'll be able to pull up the info on the accounts. Okay. The Hermit in reverse is fear, isolation, antisocial, and the Two of Swords. My. This right here is, these swords right here give me the at a crossroads. Don't know which way to go. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page is a messenger. And a Pentacles can be information, something new. And the swords also represent communications. Now, the swords is more technical, okay? The pentacles is more of a message. Something tangible, maybe some paper or a text. So a message that can be received through a text, because we have, okay, so there's a text message here. Okay. Ooh. And the Three of Pentacles, teamwork. They got a team. And then see that $850,000 is going to help pay for this. Okay? It's going to help pay for this. And the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I just said get paid for this, huh? Okay? She got a paid team. Oh, and the Eight of Swords. We got some stuck. Denial, helplessness, and betrayal. So this could also be telling me that they may have paid somebody to trap him and betray him as well. So I'm getting two messages from the same, yeah, and the Ten of Cups. And the Four of Swords, laid to rest. My assistant has just entered the room. Betrayal. Something about this Ten of Cups. Drinks. Rabbit is pouring drinks. Wow. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Regret. Now, I get this regret is double-sided, okay? Regret, avoidance, stagnation. Regret. Nolan regrets that he fell for it, and they regret because they're getting caught. And the Two of Wands. This was a choice. This is what they chose. And they planned it. And then we got the King of Swords. Okay? This is telling me that the police know this. They know. They know. They know. He knows all this stuff that I told you. The police know. Or the lawyers. They know. That's Nolan's phone. So we're going to hear about it. Okay. He's asking for what? $100,000 in GoFundMe. Let me see. Let me go. Let's look this sucker up. What's his name? Benjamin. Okay, there's $100,000 reward that was offered by Tyler Perry and Al Sharpton. Okay, and I believe it's Al Sharpton's uh, business that he's running. Okay, uh, okay, so the boy's father, Benjamin, Dr. Benjamin Hudson, is offering 50,000. Okay, for a reward leading to the arrest and conviction, or what you know how that goes. I don't see anything about $100,000. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Well, they're gonna have to have proof of that. If he's raising money, okay, say, what is the relationship with Judge Ashley Cole and Warren Wells? What was the relationship between these two? Warren, Nolan Wells, and Judge Ashley Cole out there in Mississippi. What was the relationship with these two? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Because I had asked before, but I didn't get that. What is the energy? Oh, y'all can't see this card. Now you know that could be friends. They could be friends. They could be friends. Ooh, sometimes want to be your love. Sometimes want to be your friend. But you say she's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Oh, wow. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. Now, it never came up like this. This is blowing my mind. Wow. And trying to avoid the conflict. The Seven of Cups. Clarity. This is talks about clarity. It's like there's no mistake. This might have to do with knowledge. Swords. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there seems to be avoidance and confusion, miscommunication. The Hangman. Wow. And the Eight of Swords. Trapped, stuck. The Hermit in reverse. And scared. Ten of Pentacles, the family. There we go, the Magician. Whoa. The Knight of Swords in reverse. There's the Sun. There's clarity and revelation. This is the Four Wands in reverse, okay? It represents family disputes. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. There was a choice. Now, I see that this family is having some financial disputes, financial difficulties here. It keeps coming up every time. And the Queen of Wands. And the Chariot in reverse. She's stuck. She has lost control. She has no sense of direction. She's stuck. She's got money problems. There's something about, okay, and the Ace of Pentacles. And the Betrayal. And the Page of Pentacles. And Death in reverse. Wow. And the Worry, the burden. The Queen of Wands. She's stressed out. She's the one carrying the burden. She has something to do with this boy. And the Two of Swords. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Wow. I'm speechless. This is the first time I've gotten anything like this. I thought that was his stepfather because I'm like, he don't look really like any one of them. And then I looked at her name, and she has two last names. Usually that represents another marriage. So I wonder what happened to his dad because I see his dad is nowhere in the picture. He may be deceased. Nolan Wells. Oh, I didn't forgot the word. Oh, okay. Biological father. Okay. Check it out, you guys. It says that that's his dad. Okay. She gave Wells her maiden last name to preserve the family legacy. She named him a Wells, and the rest of the family, she gave them the husband's last name. Oops. Ida B. Wells. That's his stepmama. Warren, the judge is his stepmama. Okay, but I wanted to ask about Nolan. Oh, oh, sheesh, I forgot I did have, oh, sheesh. Lord. This is Temu, and I forgot. It's been sitting out there all morning. Oh my goodness, or all afternoon. I had got the notification, but I forgot. And then they notified me way after the fact, okay, which just alerted me. But this is for my granddaughter, okay. This is this is what this is. And it's got a hood, and it's sleeveless. Let me show you what I'm supposed to have. Okay, what it's supposed to look like. That's for her, though. I forgot. That's what that is. And they had one in pink. I didn't like the pink. And it's got a hood. Okay, so that's what that is. But the thing about it is, the thing about Temu, it's cute and I like it, is the material. But this is a little different. Okay, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, it was wrong because, see, the thing about it is, I believe when this was going on, he was a minor. He was a minor. That's why this stuff is deleted, okay? I also think that maybe the husband might have found out, okay? And if he did, okay, there was no problem sacrificing Nolan, okay? There would be no problem. Do a sacrificial ritual and get rid of your wife's lover at the same time. You know, get a discount. So let us look at the relationship between Benjamin Hudson and Judge Ashley Nicole. Now, we just looked at Nolan and Ashley. Now we're going to look at her husband, Benjamin. That's his name, Benjamin. You can order in South Carolina. I got this shirt came from Temu, girl. Everything you see me wearing is from Temu. There's very little I can count on one hand that you've seen that were not from Temu. But the rest of the stuff, okay, is Temu. Oh, thank you. Online. Online. Okay, so we're going to look at the dynamics between the actual couple, okay, and see what that comes out to be. Give us the energy between Judge Ashley Cole and her husband, Benjamin Hudson. Give us those dynamics. What's the energy with those two? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, see, I'm shuffling the cards. Shuffling real good. Mm-hmm. Shuffle real good. Shuffle real good. Okay, let me stop. Okay. And thank you for your answers. What is the dynamics between Benjamin Hudson and his wife, Judge Ashley Cole? Oh, you can't make this stuff up. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the nightmare card. She's having nightmares, anxiety, stress, depression, you name it. She's going through it. Now, didn't I just shuffle these cards? Yeah, you shuffled them. Yep. Yes, Doris. I don't know, because I don't know if really Katie and Ashley, Nolan and Katie even really had a relationship. I don't know. She could have been the front chick. Ciao. Okay, here we go. The Three of Cups in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse is feeling left out or overindulgence, okay? Yeah. Feeling left out, overindulgence, and miscommunications, okay? Let's keep going. I think as we go along, we're going to get what is going to stand out most on this card. Is it going to be overindulgence? Is it going to be feeling left out or miscommunication? Oh. Drinking. Overindulgence. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent Nolan or just the energy. But he's coming in. He's facing the cups, the Ten of Cups. Ooh. I wonder, in his mind of intoxication, the cat came out the bag. Because wasn't she on the boat too? And you know a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts, or, yeah. Tisa Tails put what up? I gotta watch because she been on their butts. Okay. Temperance. He's got temperance. So it's giving me the vibe that if he was drinking, he wasn't drunk. He was he had self control. Death in reverse. Now that's interesting. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Financial loss, family disputes, and instability. And we have death in reverse. Now, death in reverse talks about avoiding change, back to old habits, and resisting change. The Magician. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck. A bad cycle. Now, this is the energy between the husband and the wife. Judge Ashley, Warren's parents. Warren's parents. Interesting. And the Hangman. And the Ace of Wands. So I'm getting the inclination that this man or in this relationship, allegedly, okay, because I'm getting that this guy is drinking. There's a plan to get this guy drunk, okay, and the Hangman, because he saw him. Maybe he was intoxicated as well and looked at him in another perspective. Not as a young kid. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. The Knight of Swords in reverse talks about loss of focus, unpredictable, okay? Yeah. Impatient. So he may have looked at Warren instead of as a kid, as a grown man, and maybe his color, but the fact that he should have been looking at his wife, who is grown, older, and should know better, if this is the case. But he took it out on Warren instead. Okay. Just a thought. Just my opinion. And the Eight of Pentacles, ooh. Oh, They're having money finances, okay, but she's giving money to this young kid. Ooh, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Miscommunication. She was giving this boy money and she was lying about it to the husband. And the Seven of Cups. Yeah, he must have found out. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. And he was jealous. Yes, there was jealousy. Now, this is a young boy. The Knight of Cups in reverse. There was jealousy. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There was jealousy, so something was taken. The Three of Pentacles. Talks about unpaid debts. Ooh. And the Six of Cups in the past. And he may not have been the only one she was giving money to. Sookie, sookie now. And the Sun. Yeah. He had clarity. He had revelation. He found out. The betrayal. The King of Cups. He realized he was being betrayed. And his heart was broken. And the Fool in reverse. Reckless behavior. Proceed with caution. This is on the home front. Okay? Disputes in the family. And the Devil. Just like I said in Nancy Guthrie, it's a family affair. Oh! And Warren was jealous as well and had this hidden animosity towards Nolan because his dad, who he is committed to, they're not mad at the lady. They're taking it out on this child. This is a child. If that is the case, She got some explaining to do. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense why Warren is all up in the mix. Avenging the father. That's what they said. He's head of toxicology. I told you. But because I think they have a second autopsy, it's not just that simple. Hey, Julia, it's not just that simple. I don't think it shouldn't be, because I believe that some of the information that he needs, he can have, he can get it through other uh, parts of the body or fluids or something. Well, the thing about it is, we don't know where the toxicology went to. Four cards, four cards. Did Nolan's father mess with, I mean, did Benjamin Hudson, did Warren's dad, okay, alter Nolan's toxicology report? Did he alter Nolan's toxicology report? I kind of feel like he didn't, okay, but let's see what the cards say. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Four cards, four cards. Did he mess with Nolan's toxicology reports? The Six of Wands. Ooh, that's a yes. But let's see what the cards say. You know, we got to get it. Four cards, four cards, four cards. Four cards. The Emperor in reverse. Ooh, corruption. We have controlling, stubborn, conflict, loss of power, and childish. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, something was being blocked. The information is being blocked. Okay. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Ooh. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Something about regret. Four more cards. Tell us more. Four more cards. Ooh. Four more cards. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this talks about the family and the home. And the Ten of Wands, the burden, the stress, the worry, the load. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Something was taken. Yep. And the Queen of Cups. So there's some feminine energy here. Oh, this may be the coroner. The coroner is a lady, the pathologist, or whatever you want to call it. And he may have taken it from her, say, because he's stressed out about it. He's worried. And he may have taken it from the Queen of Cups. Former cards, former cards. Ooh. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when at first we practice to deceive. The Five of Swords in reverse. Avoidance. Avoidance. The Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands. Choices and plans. And strength. Okay. I am hoping that it looks like he probably did. Even though I disagree with it, the cards are saying he took it. Okay? And what keeps growing over in my mind is that she sent enough for the second autopsy to do what he needs to do. So he may not have gotten this and that, but he got enough. He just may have to go the further step. In other words, like the toxicology reports, okay, let's see. It may be more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. Ooh, oh, she's not here to hear that, okay? Ooh, I didn't want to be disrespectful to my kitty, okay? But even though there may be one way, more than one way to skin a cat, okay, and she sent it all to him. You want to take the toxicology and it, okay? Go ahead. I'll just send this and send that. The MS medical examiner. Oh, okay. You want me to read on her? No, I haven't. I haven't. These cards is talking, huh? I haven't read, but we can read on her. Let me ask, okay? Because see, they were talking about something about the bones, some certain things in the bones, found in the bones. If he drowned, he would take in a bunch of these whatever microbes, okay, that are absorbed into the bone. Something like that, okay. Other ways to discover toxicology. See? And I knew, okay, the hair follicle, that's the number one. He got the body right there. He could just pull a rooted hair out the scalp and have that tested. Okay, that will let you know. That's another way of testing. Okay, there's also saliva and alternative post-mortem issues. Eye fluid or organ samples like the brain and liver during postmortem investigations when blood is unavailable or it's degraded. Okay? Say, okay. Ooh, sweat and breath tasting. Well, he ain't alive, so ain't no sweat and ain't no breathing. Okay, so it would be this last one, this vitreous humor and tissues. That's post-mortem. So, and what I'm saying is there are other avenues that they could go to see if the boy had substances in his body. Yeah, they got something to work with. It's just that because she didn't send the lungs for him to examine, he has to go another avenue. Okay, and um, the throat. And Stacy had his head. She didn't have his head. She had the throat. The thing about it is, well, no, they're not going to do that. They're all in cahoots. No, I told you, they all in cahoots in that town. Okay, so no, they're not. They're going to send it right up there. Okay, let's look at Stacy. Give us the energy of Stacy. Stacy Turner. That's her name. Stacy Turner, the Mississippi medical examiner. Because they calling her office and pressuring her. They got a direct line. These people run all in the same circle, and her and the judge is buddy buddy. Okay, that's why. Mm-hmm. Give us the energy behind Stacy. Stacy Turner, the Mississippi medical examiner. Okay. Yes. What's up with Stacy when it comes to Nolan Wells' autopsy? What's that energy? When it comes to his autopsy, what's this energy with Stacy Turner, the medical examiner for Mississippi? And thank you for your answers. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have some past issues here. Okay, this woman doesn't she doesn't want to let go of the past. Okay, it talks about being stuck in the past. It also talks about forgiveness, but it talks about being stuck in the past. And what else? And independence. Okay. Tell us more. It's Stacy. Strength. Okay. Oh, she's a fighter. Look at her. This is the wounded warrior. Wounded soldier. Okay. Still standing. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's got the moon in reverse. So whatever's being hidden is going to come out if she's hiding anything. And judgment. And the Five of Cups. Regret, despair, loss. Now this woman is facing scrutiny because there's some cases. What's that? Trayvon something, not Trayvon Martin, but it was another case. Okay, I guess it was in Mississippi, and it was a couple of people where they had a second autopsy, and there was some discrepancies compared to the one she had and the one they had. Okay, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. We got some recovery. Okay, we got some nightmares. So she's got some issues going on from the past. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Taking. Ooh, what's she taking? Oh, she might be taking something, allegedly. Oh. Oh. And this ain't no drinks either. See, these reminds me of syringes as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's hiding it. Ooh. Ooh. Is she still in the drugs? Ooh. Oh, suck it now. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. So she's made some foolish mistakes here in the past. And the Chariot, moving forward, she's in control, or at least she thinks. Travel. Travel. Is she going somewhere? Ooh. That's the plan. That's the plan. Y'all better watch it. She's got choices here. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse talks about hitting rock bottom, stalling, making excuses. And the King of Wands in reverse. Ooh. Now, this is a male energy coming through, but it's somebody that's vicious, demanding, okay? Impulsive, lack of self-control. Okay. But there's too many needles. I mean, swords. Woo! And the Queen of Cups. That's the medical examiner. Ooh. And the Four of Pentacles. She holding on to something. She holding on to something, y'all. She holding on. And the Hangman in reverse. She can't let go of the past, y'all. That's what the Six of Cups is. Not being able to let go of the past. Okay? She refused to see it in another perspective. Oh, she's stuck in the past, girl. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Setbacks. So I guess this lack of perspective is causing her setbacks. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And it's causing feelings of insecurity. The Fool. She's taking a chance. For a new opportunity. So don't be surprised if this chick up and gets another job. Okay? But she has deceit in this read, allegedly, and I am also taking some type of drugs in this woman's reading, allegedly. I'm going to go. I will probably come back later on. I got to go eat something. Interesting. Yes. Interesting. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Subscribe to my channel. Ooh. We got some other people to throw cards on involved in this, honey, because they telling all their business. Stay blessed.